Quickly on BTJ. BTJ has a higher yards per route run than CeeDee Lamb, Jamar Chase, Amon-Ra St. Brown, DK Metcalf. Like, BTJ has already arrived. He's also been screwed. Trevor Lawrence missed him wide open on a touchdown last week, and he also got screwed in week 1 with Jalen Ramsey committing PI in the end zone on him. So he should have 2 extra touchdowns. So BTJ already, I think, is a must-start wide receiver every single week.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting because Jacksonville's a small market city, and they're 0-4, and he doesn't have a cool name. Again, Brian Thomas, we've talked about this. Brian Thomas is like, he's an assistant manager at like Staples or whatever, right? That's what that name is. But so it's not a cool. Marvin Harrison Jr., great name, obviously, famous name. Malik Neighbors, great name.
Roma Dunze,
great name. Roma Dunze, great name. Matthew Berry, terrible name. Right?
Ladd McConkey, not a great name, but a memorable one.
No, Ladd McConkey's a good name. I disagree. Ladd McConkey's a great name.
It's just different.
It's different. You just want different and interesting and just something that sounds football-y.
Yes,
Ladd McConkey sounds football-y.
Right, it does sound football-y.
But my point is that because it's a small market team, they're 0-4, it's Jacksonville, doesn't have like a cool sounding name. What he's done this year has been overshadowed by obviously how great Neighbors has been, and Harrison's had some highlights as well. But I think he's right there. Like we can talk about talent, but like he's right there in terms of like a rookie wide receiver that came into the NFL and made an immediate impact and is an every week no-brainer starter. I don't care who they're playing. He's starting for me.
Yes. I'd love to place a wager on Brian Thomas Jr. to finish 3rd in Offensive Rookie of the Year. I don't think that wager is available on DraftKings, but because I think it's going to be Jane Daniels and Malik Neighbors, 1 and 2. There's a lot of season to go still, but Brian Thomas, he's right there. And I think he's well overperformed expectations, but to your point, no one cares at the moment, but it still counts.
Well, but we care in our little world.
Let me ask you this then. How far is he in the Offensive Rookie of the market? Because Jane Daniels has been amazing, and if you're an amazing rookie quarterback, you're going to win. Malik Neighbors has been incredible, but now is hurt, and that's something that can linger. Yep. What is the injury protection wager for Brian Thomas Jr.? Because Jaden Daniels could get banged up and miss time. Malik Neighbors already is going to miss time. Is there any value in that, or his odds are just too short?
I mean, he's 35-1. I think there's a little bit of value there. I mean, he's like almost double the price of Xavier Worthy. Brian Thomas Jr. is much more likely to win that award than Xavier Worthy because of his usage. Also, he's like 6 times the price of Marvin Harrison Jr. as well. Like, I think that's too large too. So, look, I think Jaden Daniels is going to win with health, but to your point, that doesn't have to endure. Jaden Daniels also, it's no guarantee he plays this well the rest of the season. Neighbors is the one who just has such a high floor, but again, like he's a health risk too. So
he's probably going to miss this week.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I was trying to look up, I was trying to find the tweet because I'm going to misquote it a little bit, but I saw a tweet from Jordan Renan, who covers the Giants for ESPN. He does a great job, good dude. But he said, at this point, feels like he's a long shot to play this week. Devin Singletary more 50-50 feels like he has that groin injury. I just randomly, I was like, I wonder if Tyrone Tracy's available in the League of Assholes. He's not. No, he's definitely not. He hasn't been available since, I think, draft day. So, what are you going to do?
If somebody gets talked up once on this show, they are not available in the League of Assholes.
It's awful. Anyway, so.
You can probably get Jalen Hyatt, though.
Who'll have 3 targets, 1 catch for 9 yards.
Yes.
Yeah, but that's a heads up, just by the way, that there's a chance you're going to be without Malik Neighbors.
Yeah.
I have 25 teams, but I have a ton of Malik Neighbors and Rashee Rice. This is going to be a dicey week for me. This is going to be a very tough week for me.
Brian,
your old pal Matty, in case you're worried about it. Here's the tweet from Jordan Renan.
While Malik Neighbors' concussion seems like a long shot to be ready for Seattle, running back Devin Singletary dealing with a groin injury told me he has a chance. Wednesday was the best he's felt since the Cowboys game. Big couple of days of practice upcoming to see if he can make it for Sunday. Yeah, I know Brian Dable, when he was asked about Neighbors and concussion protocol, Dable said something along the lines of he's in the very early stages. There are many stages of concussion protocol, so to clear them, it doesn't seem like the time frame lines up with that game.
Especially because, by the way, this game is in Seattle. So they're going to have to, if it were a home game, they could wait all the way up until Sunday. But just basically, it's hard, are you going to put Malik Neighbors in a concussion on a cross-country flight to Seattle on Friday? You're not going to do that.
Not going to do that.
Right? And so that's the other thing about Singletary. We'll see. But, again, if he's got a groin injury, do you want to be on like a 6-hour flight from New York to Seattle? You don't. Sitting in a, even though I'm sure they have a beautiful plane and it's, but still, that's just, it's tough. So if there's a positive here, we should likely have clarity on both those guys, whether they make the trip on Friday. We'll have we'll have clarity. Of course, these are the kind of things that we'll talk about and update you Sunday morning in Pittsburgh at the Applebee's on Steubenville Pike. Hey, it's Matthew Berry from NBCSports.com and RotorWorld.com, and I want to thank you so much for watching whatever it is you just watched, or if nothing else, being too lazy to click out of the autoplay after this video started, after whatever it is you actually wanted to watch finished. But now that you're here, I'd like to take a moment here to ask you respectfully now, okay? I'm asking you respectfully to subscribe to the NFL on NBC YouTube channel. You'll get the latest RotoWorld fantasy news headlines, all sorts of great shows, including my own Fantasy Football Happy Hour. So go subscribe now. Again, I'm asking respectfully.